Welcome. My name is Tobias Kretschmer and I'm a professor of strategy, technology and organization at the University of Munich, Germany. I've been teaching strategy for the last 10 years or so at several European schools, including the London School of Economics, HEC in Paris, and now the University of Munich, where I teach, amongst others, the core course in competition and strategy, as well as a number of other related courses on strategy in high technology markets. Now, what is this course about? This course is about what firms do in competitive markets. And they might be doing a lot of things. They might be setting prices, they might be entering or exiting markets, they might be choosing a whole product portfolio, and lots of other things. And what's more, they're not doing this in a vacuum. What they do will affect profits of other firms, and what other firms do will affect their own profits. And capturing this interaction, analyzing such situations in which firms are interdependent is the essence of this course. Now, why is this interesting? It's interesting because it teaches us a systematic way of thinking about business situations. If we read an article about firms, about businesses, about markets, we're going to get a second layer of meaning. Not only can we read what firms did, but we'll also be able to figure out why they did it. And in other words, we're basically learning a way to think about situations in which competition plays an important role. So what's the approach that we'll take? I have a PhD in economics and a master's degree in strategic management, and that's the blend that we'll be using. In other words, we'll be using the tools of game theory and apply it to real-life business situations. And to do that, we're going to need three things. First, we're going to go through theory. And theory, our concepts, are the basics that we need to understand and analyze situations. Second, we're going to use examples to actually apply those and to look at those from the perspective of a game theorist. And thirdly, we're going to have exercises that lets you do exactly these things. However, there are no prerequisites for this course. We'll start from scratch and take you there step by step. As long as you are curious and you enjoy thinking about business situations in a systematic way, the course is just right for you. Now, what will you have learned by the end of this course? You have learned how to look at the story behind the story. Why do firms pre-announce their products? Why do firms hold overcapacity in a market that's otherwise stable? How do price wars happen? But we'll also look at how to make better decisions. Should I match my competitor's advertising budget? Should I enter a market in which firms make lots of profits? How do I make my competitors believe that I'm going to follow through with a particular strategy? So as you see, this is a mixture of analytical and prescriptive things that we'll do. And if this is for you, then I look forward to seeing you at the course very soon.